DT,
winners.
fandom is real. The fandom is real, man.
That man sipping that Kool-Aid.
NFC North winners. We are the North. I would
He
even,
high off the cheese board. That's what that is.
and you can say I'm sipping the Kool-Aid if you want, but I have proof that this is good Kool-Aid.
Why is it good for Dak, but it's not good for Justin Fields? Dak is a winner.
Cap. That's cap.
Oh my God, bro. No, bro.
I'm a Cowboy fan. I got Cowboy hats in the back. I got Cowboy t-shirts in the back. That's cap. And we not taking that.
We're back, Huddle Buddies. How y'all like that new name? Dak is a winner, season-wise,
Win.
in his season.
Season-wise.
Yeah, yeah.
And OBJ is back. Watch.
Going deep, Jamar Chase. He's got it. Chase to the end zone. That's a Bengal touchdown.
Let's go ahead and jump over to the NFC. NFC, well, we all can say this, a weaker division, other than my Packers, but a weaker division, not division, conference, I'm sorry, a weaker conference. But we're going to go ahead and jump off with the NFC West. NFC West, we're going to go the opposite way. Andre, NFC West, who's your winners?
NFC West, we have the Cardinals. Many people don't believe that the Cardinals did anything too significant in the offseason, but I believe that they made some key additions, picked up a few people in the draft that are going to complement well with their system. In particular, some of the stellar draft picks came in the first 3 rounds. My 2 would be MHJ. We all know that man is a generational talent. Don't forget about him, of course. Trey Benson, running back from FSU. I think he's going to be talented. There's going to be a 1-2 punch in that backfield. So it should be nice. It should be nice. They also signed 3 offensive linemen in the offseason to help protect a previously battered Kyler Murray. So that should be pretty significant going into this new football season, this upcoming football season. So my winners are the Cardinals.
Cardinals. I definitely agree with that. Kyler coming back, go ahead and put them as fringe playoff the year after for sure. Or wild card the year after for sure, I'm going to say that. DT, NFC West winners, who you got?
The LA Rams.
Oh, wow. Why is
Interesting.
that?
The LA Rams did a phenomenal job in the draft. And I think they got themselves another Puka Nacua. But I'm gonna get there in a moment. They picked up the 2 FSU stars, Jared Verse, who was Marshawn's #1 defensive end or edge rusher. They picked up Braden Fisk, who was the 4.78 bat out of hell, played interior defensive line. They got Blake Corum, who, because of his height, wasn't a #1 running back or considered #1 running back, but he definitely, I think he had like 27 touchdowns last year. He's also shifty, can move really good. He's going to pair well with Kyron Williams. Then the player I love, and here's the Puka Nacua. Right, let me get close to the camera for this. The player I love for it is Jordan Whittington from the University of Texas. Now I know what y'all think. I know what y'all thinking. The Homer,
yeah.
The Homer stuff. I get it, but hear me out. Let me give you a little track record, and I'll be brief. Jordan Whittington was a former 5-star out of high school. He played running back initially, but he got bruised up and beat up, so he had to transition to wide receiver. And so he's not that developed at playing the wide receiver position because he started out as running back, and in high school he was more of the gadget athlete, Debo Samuel's version at the high school level. But so what I mean by that is like the Rams are a perfect place for a guy like that. You know, he's physical, he gets the yak, he's got solid hands, he is a little bit shorter, and he does have a smaller catch radius. But man, I'm telling you, he's an all-world football player. And so if you're drafted in fantasy, or if you're just a Rams fan, look out for Jordan Whittington. That's an awesome fit for what Sean McVay is going to do with it.
Horns up for this man.
DT, before we continue on, I got a question for you. Because you're big on this. You're big on this. How did he perform in the NFL Combine? That receiver that you're talking about.
I'm not certain that he actually did perform. I don't think he ran. I know he was there, but I don't think he worked out.
Okay.
All right, I'll find out for you. While you do yours, I'll find out for you.
But MHJ didn't perform at the combine, and we're hard on him. That's
yeah,
crazy.
but my man's was injured, so MHJ wasn't injured.
Andre, NFC North. Let's go ahead and set it off with before I get on my homer vibes. Go ahead and set off with the NFC North. Who's your winners?
NFC North, we have the Lions. So their first two draft picks were Terrion Arnold, who is great, by the way. He was projected to be top 3 corners in the draft. So they swooped them, Terrion Arnold. And then they also got Enos Rackstraw, who's a cornerback. People say they are slow corners, but it's a system. And you know how systems work when you plug someone in and they are specifically skilled at a certain area. So I think that they're going to fit well in this line system, and they are going to perform well for the entire season. They also re-signed Craig Reynolds, Emmanuel Mosley, and others, and they retained and or extended their most important pieces to run it back in an already competitive NFC top 3-tier NFC conference. So they'll compete with the Niners this year as well, and they should be able to surpass them this year. I believe so personally. So I would say a Lions for the NFC North as off-season winners.
DT, go ahead and kick it off with your NFC North winners. Who you got?
How could I hype up the Vikings all off-season in their pursuits for JJ McCarthy and not pick them now? And not only did they get JJ McCarthy, which I thought would take both their first-round picks, but they were also able to get Dallas Turner. Now, I'm not that high on Dallas Turner. I think he's more athlete than technique-driven pass rusher. However, I do think of the pass rushers in this class, he has one of the higher ceilings because of that athleticism. You guys already heard that I said on the show already that I think that the combination of J.J. McCarthy and Dallas Turner have a higher ceiling than C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson. I'm doubling down on that. I stand on that. And so with that being said, didn't they also get your guy from the Packers, Marshawn?
Aaron Jones?
Or who ended up getting Jones?
Aaron Jones, the Vikings.
Wasn't that the Vikings?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, they
What?
got
All
Aaron.
right.
Let me look.
You can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, they got Aaron Jones.
Yeah, so they got a solid running game. They got Justin Jefferson. I think they're instantly competitive, and I'm gonna just leave it there.
Stand on business.
I'm
On business.
I am distraught and disappointed in both these young men. I can't express how my heart is feeling right now because they forgot and didn't mention and don't agree with the Green Bay Packers being the NFC North winners of the offseason. Look, we made the biggest splash in the offseason. Y'all teams have lost key pieces to y'all defense. The Vikings drafted Dallas Turner to replace Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter, at this point in his career, is way better than Dallas Turner. So I don't even foresee Dallas Turner getting a sack against the Packers all season. The Packers addressed multiple needs this season. We went ahead and upgraded at safety, obtaining Xavier McKinney from the New York Giants. We're pairing him with Javon Bullard from Georgia, looking like a dangerous duo. We went ahead and switched to a 4-3 defense, and we're pairing Quay Walker, who came off a great year last year, with the best linebacker in this class, Edgerrin Cooper. We went ahead and signed and basically brought in a workhorse of a running back, Josh Jacobs from the Las Vegas Raiders. We may have lost David Bakhtiari, but like I said, I appreciate your services, David Bakhtiari, but it was time for us to move on. We went ahead and replaced him with Jordan Morgan. And even if Jordan Morgan doesn't become a great left tackle, we can go ahead and move him inside, just like we did Elton Jenkins, and he becomes a great interior lineman, one of our best. And we go ahead and put Andre Dillard there, who had 10 starts last year with the Tennessee Titans. And I'm not going to blame all the sacks he gave up on him, because they did have a couple quarterbacks in there who I don't have faith in. But Andre Dillard at left tackle. Look, all around, the Packers were the only team that overall got significantly better in our division. The Lions were riding off of last year's hype with two slow corners that were going to get burnt by all our young, talented wide receivers. Deontay Wicks, Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs. It's a no-brainer, guys. It's a no-brainer, guys. Call me a homer if you want. I'll put down the best argument out of these three. NFC
DT.
Winners.
Fandom is real. The fandom is real, man.
That man sipping that Kool-Aid.
NFC North winners. We are the North. I would even
be high off the cheese board. That's what that is.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that for later, but with the power rankings, but you're gonna see where I put the Packers. And you can say I'm sipping the Kool-Aid if you want, but I have proof that this is good Kool-Aid. DT.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
How would you say you feel about your left tackle? Like the position, not necessarily Jordan Morgan, but like how confident are you in your ability with what you have in house to protect Jordan Love's blind side?
I like our depth. I do understand. I'm gonna say on the confidence scale to 100%. Overall, for our depth, I'm about 80%. For right now, like looking at it, I'm not as confident in Jordan Morgan with the short arms. I do know. I was watching some Bach Lombardi. As Bach Lombardi, if you watch Bach Lombardi, he does belts for linemen when it comes to their hands, like jiu-jitsu and all of that. So he gave Jordan Morgan a black belt, as compared to Tyler Guyton, he gave a white belt. But he also said Tyler Guyton is the most athletic mover in the class when it comes to linemen. So
why you throwing straights? We're not talking about the Cowboys right now. We're talking about. I'm just saying. Don't throw straight.
I'm just saying. I'm giving an example. So I do see the potential in Jordan Morgan to be, overcome his shortfalls when it comes to his short arm length and become a great tackle. If not, like I said, we do have Andre Dillard, who I think been put in a couple of tough situations when he was drafted back in 2019. Of course, COVID year kind of knocked his development, things of that nature. So I'm confident in our depth. I'm not confident in who we'll have there yet, because I don't know for sure what'll occur. So I'm gonna say about 70% confidence overall for our left tackle position.
So you went down from 80 to 70?
Well, 80 for depth, 60 for like whoever.
Now you're for 60. I could have sworn I heard a number 70 2 seconds ago.
I heard 72. Yeah.
80 plus 60 equals 80 plus 60 divided by 2. That's 70, right in the middle.
Okay.
So 80 for depth.
So you average them. That's what you're saying. So long story short, if you ain't got a quarterback, if you had two quarterbacks, you ain't got a quarterback. And if you got three offensive tackles, left tackles at that, you ain't got no tackle.
I'm confident it will overall come out.
Are you there?
I'm still here, but I'm confident it will overall come out to be us winning the division. That's how confident I am.
Okay.
In the Packers.
Well, I'll say this: just like in the playoff game against the Cowboys, your boy, whatever your head coach's name is, they all got strange names.
Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, there we go, Matt LaFleur. He is a master at disguising offensive line deficiencies, hence his ability to make Micah Parsons a non-factor in the playoff game.
Okay.
We do got a young, talented, good head coach, part of the Shanahan tree. So, looking real scary. Looking real scary for the NFC North. Watch out.